Hello, good evening, guys.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Folushaw, Douglas, and Katie Obam. Good evening.
You're welcome, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, well done, guys. Well done, guys. I see we are only three. I guess it's past 7 already. I think the other guys, the remaining people will join us. I think there are like two guys, so probably they will join us as the class progresses. So that's fine. Okay, so before I even start, I want to apologize for last class. I know the network and all those things was just messing up. It was raining heavily outside. We couldn't make it happen in the last class, but well, here we are now. So we'll make it happen today. Thankfully, the rain is not falling, so we'll make it happen today. So before I start, let me know, guys, what challenges do you have? Like, what is the biggest challenge you've had, like, in the whole process, in all that you've learned? Like, what issues do you have at all? Let me know, guys. Anybody would like to start? Let's see. Let's go.
Yeah, for now, I can't say one is having an issue like that. It's just that recently I was going through what's it called? Yeah, some of the software that we'll be using as index, and I think got the one that we looked into the last time when we were trying to apply for one job like that. Is it Gotcha with job
I'm like Gotcha, yeah.
So I tried to go to the link as in to YouTube to study some things. I noticed that I think some of the things that we need to buy something, or maybe it's a company that we hire us that we buy. So that aspect of that thing is what I don't understand.
Okay.
So
okay.
Something we go.
Okay. So let me just answer your question straight away. For those things like maybe Shopify or like Gotcha, as you saw, those like softwares are actually paid ones. So it is the employer who would actually who would purchase the software. Like, of course, you can't use your own paid software for them. So like, they will purchase it then. Like, when you come on board the company, then they will now create your details, so you can be using it. So they are the ones that have the decision to go ahead and get the software, since it is their work they're using it for. So like, they get to pay for it. Okay.
I said that is what I'm trying to that was giving me concern about. Am I going to buy this since it's not me? So I just need the clarification. So
okay.
That's the thing. Then maybe later in the as we go on, maybe when you start teaching us how to use the I guess we are going to learn that, right?
I'll give you
software.
I'll give you a preview today. the software is paid for and is only paid for by employers. I'm not an employer. I'm also like an employee. But then we would go over the site for Zendex today and then see. It is either we'll do it today or we'll do it in the next class and then see how it actually works. So I'll just give like a preview of it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Any other person? Before I start.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Okay. I see there is no other person. All right. Let's proceed. So, let me share my screen. I guess you can see my screen now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can.
All right. So in the last classes, in the last previous classes, we've done talking about Upwork, creation of Upwork accounts, and trying to let our profile completeness and like get to 100. We've even done live like sending of how to create a proposal. Like something that would actually be catchy and that would make the client want to open and chat us out of lots of people who may have submitted proposals to. I think you can remember in the last class we went over in the last two classes because the last class was due to network. You would see a place or places where you see the total number of proposals submitted for this job is like either 20 or between 20 to 50 or 50 plus. So you see there are lots and lots and lots of people who are applying for like several jobs. So it is your responsibility to be unique. It is your responsibility to stand out. If every other person is doing copy and paste proposal, it is your duty to read through, take your time, read through what all the things that the client has highlighted that he wants in you or he wants in the person he's going to employ, and then put it put it in there for him to see. I'm not sure that he knows that okay, you're able to do the job. For that, when we talked about the gorgeous, I'll tell you that for the first time, that's the first time I'm hearing that. I've never heard that software called like gorgeous before. But I know if I was going to apply for that job, definitely I'll head on to, as I said, I head on to YouTube and watch a couple of videos, see how it's done. By the time I watch like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 minutes video or 7 minutes video, I will now have an idea of what it is. Probably I'm like where to click. I might even be taking like screenshots as the video goes on, or be jotting down things. I'm like so that if it now comes to the maybe if there's going to be an interview proper and it's asking questions because I had already stated in my proposal that I know how to do the job and I know how to use this particular software. I'm like when he's asking, he will know I have an idea. Then I may now be part of the people that he will select or she would select for either the next process or I'm like completely hired. So that's it. Everybody does not know everything. There are times that, oh, I don't know this thing. I go to YouTube, I go to Google. Oh, I'm like this and this and this and this and this. Okay, all I just need to do is to be confident talking about this if push comes to shove. And then I know I stand a chance of gaining it. So that's for that. So we just go briefly how to search and send up for proposals, as you can see on the screen. So I started, once you find a project you're interested in, first of all, you must be interested in the project. You can use your Connect, which is your payment kind of fee to apply for jobs. You can use your Connect balance to submit a proposal. Most freelancers like this opportunity, take this opportunity to introduce themselves and tell the client why they are the best fit for the role. So like I said, click on submit a proposal when you see the job you like, choose your hourly rate, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, depending on the budget of the client, write cover letter, which is actually the proposal, answer any screening questions they may ask. For example, like I mentioned in the last class, some people may say, okay, if you know you read this, if you know you read this job description, please type +1, or please type Sandra, or please type the word cook in the middle of your proposal. So if they go through different proposals and they didn't see the word cook, they know they didn't read the job properly. So even if the person has an outstanding proposal, they may not want to attend to that because of simple instructions that was not followed. So you can add attachments such as work samples, then you just submit the proposal. We talked about all these, you always state their problem, tell them their problem, tell them you can solve their problem. Here it says, this is the only section of my proposal where I rarely change. I literally tell them, I can help you with that and can start right away. This keyword is very important. I can start right away, which means I'm available to start right now. I'm not doing anything right now. And I can actually help you with that. It goes a long way in letting clients know that, okay, this person can do this, even though I've not put the person to test. But this person can do this, we'll probably start right away. Okay, fine, no problem. And let's not forget that I stated that let the first line be very catchy. Let it be very catchy. Let me see. Here, I think. Let me see. Okay, yes. I said my client on Upwork only see the first line of your proposal before clicking to view more. So they only get to see the first line. So that first line should be the main, like the PowerPoint or something that makes them want to, click on the link and open up to see more. So that's actually a game changer. You may not be right with it all the time, and you may not be wrong with it all the time, depending on the client involved. So a client may say, oh, I've seen this heading, too many times, and most of the ones I've seen were pure garbage. So I'm not even going to click on this. I'll go with someone that has something more unique, And then that happens. And then you start asking yourself, what happened? Let me also state that, of course, it is not every job that you apply for that you get a reply from the client. It's not every job you apply for that you get a job for the client. A reply, or the client will message you or tell you this. That is why I stress on the part of that first line has to be key. At least let them even click and send you a message, okay. Because when you're applying for, when you're trying to submit your proposal, you don't know who the client is. You can only see their country, the number of star ratings they have, and all those things, but you don't even know the person in particular. You don't know his name, so you cannot say, hello, this person. But when you, but when you eventually get to submit something that will make them click on it, for them to click on it, most likely they will send you a message, okay, thank you, we can proceed further. Or they may just say, okay, I have already gotten the person I wanted. I'm sorry, I could not employ you at this time, and blah, 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 blah. At least they gave you an audience. And for them to message you, it means the message they sent will open up a chat. And that chat, you can be using that chat to be talking to them from time to time. So even if the client does not give you the job, for the fact that they opened their proposal and replied you, it means a two-way communication has already been set up. You sent a message, they sent you back a message. So a chat has opened. So at that point, they now know that, you now know that, okay, even if I didn't get a job from the client, I can reach out to this client at any other time I want. He or she may answer me. He or she may not answer me. I'm not really bothered, but at least I know I gave it a shot. And for the fact that they clicked on my proposal, I'm doing something right. Just that I've not found the right client to take a chance on me. You know, so it means that if you are not getting replies from client, there's a problem. Like I said, it's not every single time you send a message to client that they reply you. But it's good that maybe out of every 10, 20 you send, maybe half of it gets opened, or more than half of it gets opened and you get a reply. You know, so that's a good benchmark to like leave it. So let me see. Let's head over to Upwork. Let's even see. Let's see. Because we've been talking. Let's head over to Upwork. Let me stop sharing my screen and move to Upwork. Let me know when you can see my screen, guys. Please tell me you can see it now.
Yes, we can.
Lost it anyway. I can we can see the Upwork now.
Okay, awesome. All right. So we are on the home page, still the same me. This is these are the jobs available. You can see I'm like customer service for e-commerce brand, email response. We talked about this thing in the last class where we look for. In fact, I'm just on the home page. I haven't typed any customized job. Like I haven't searched for anything, you know. But all my best results that are coming out are customer-centric, customer related jobs. Because when I was creating my account, of course, I said I want customer-related jobs. Let's even look at this first one. Posted 6 hours ago. This client wants between $4 to $7, and they are willing to work with you for more than 6 months, 30 plus hours per week. Let's look at, okay, from here we can see payment verified. Please, any client that is not payment verified, personally, I won't go with them. I won't even bother to spend my connect with them. If your payment is not verified, sorry, I value my connect and I'm going to use it wisely. So I would not submit a proposal to anyone who their payment method is not verified. You spend 100,000 USD on Upwork. Very, very good. You are from a tier 1 country. Awesome. Perfect. The only thing that I see here is this place they say 50 proposals. More than 50 people have sent proposals within the last 6 hours. Now, I won't even lie to you. When I come and I see 50 plus proposals, 6 hours, sometimes I don't even bother to send, even though all the requirements meet. That this person has the monies from a good country, the payment is verified, and I see I'm like 50 plus. Most times I'm not really bothered. Now there are times that you would see 6 hours ago, but the proposal sent is only 5 people. You may even see 24 hours ago, but the proposal sent is only 5 people. I have looked through this kind of jobs and I see that sometimes maybe Upwork didn't push it out early enough. So it means that this client is waiting for 24, has posted the job 24 hours ago, and the proposal sent is only 5, which means I stand a chance, which means out of those 5 people, the client has not even seen anyone that he or she wants to go with, and that's why it's still open. Or maybe like people see, oh, it's a hard job to do, or it's something they cannot do, so they don't even bother to spend their connects there. So Those are some of the things you look out for. See this guy, this second one. His budget is $20, only 20. He's not going more than 20, and it's a one-time job. 6 hours ago. He hasn't spent anything on Upwork, nothing. Even though his payment is verified, it's from a tier 1 country. Even if I can do this, I won't apply for this because I'm not going to spend my connect and get just 20. I'm like $20. No, I won't do that. I definitely won't do that. It is okay. Now we see. I mentioned tier 2 countries like UAE. See how much this guy has spent. Even though it's not a tier 1 country, see how much this guy has spent, 200K. And he's giving more than, let me see, this should show. Okay, it didn't show, but I can see out of so many people he has done for, and this is close to like 4.9, 4.7 stars, which means he actually gives good feedback. So this is fine. But instead of me seeing this 10 hours ago, 11 hours ago, I'll just go for most recent jobs. Let's look at what's some of the most recent jobs. Experience called caller. I don't want to do experience. Called call, lead generation, software ambassador. Okay, I'm looking for something I'm not seeing. So there are days you will call up and you won't even see anything. Or some hours you call up and you won't see anything that's relating to what, to customer care or virtual assistant and the likes. Okay, since I'm not seeing anything, let me go with this. Let me even search for the most recent. Let's see what comes up. Okay, this one says experience estimator for payment on verified, no need. Support for central customization. Sorry, guys. All right. I'm back. Okay. For some reason, I'm not seeing anything customer related for the most recent. 27 minutes ago, 27 minutes ago. Let's see. It feels like there's something wrong, though. I search for customer service and and all the jobs coming are not really, just that they have the keyword customer, but they are not really customer per se. I'm a customer service jobs per se. Okay, you know what? Let's use the first one that we saw as an example. So we saw this guy. Oh, look at, I'm like, what was showing 20 to 50 before is now showing 50. Except I'm wrong here. Let's look at what this guy is looking out for. And it's looking for people all over the world. Now that this has come up, please let me know if you guys can still hear me, please. Let me know.
Yeah,
sir,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
sir.
Awesome. So now this particular person is looking for clients worldwide. Now there are some jobs that you see that you open up. They will mention the countries they want those people to come up from, and you see maybe if it's you can see maybe I'm like USA, UK, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. I only want people from this region. And if they want people from that region, it means that the dollar they will be paying per hour is going to be way more because the cost of living in those countries is more, and they know the minimum wage in those countries. But then he is saying he's looking for anybody worldwide, anywhere you are in the world. Now, it means that even though some clients may say, oh, I'm looking for people in these 5 countries, it doesn't mean you still can't apply for the job. It only means that the client would give preference to people from those countries first before he would give you audience, except, you are very, very like spectacular, and all that. But we're looking at this guy saying he's looking for anybody worldwide. So he says, hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are an e-commerce brand that sells custom products and looking for someone to enter our customer support team. Nice. We value good and premium customer service and want to hire a professional who knows how to deal with difficult and stressful situations while making the customer satisfied with the service. And this is what you do. Take care of all customer emails, manage orders, make sure our customer requests are done and they're satisfied, answer Instagram messages, that's on the social media, know our brand values and our products. Chicken, that's all you're doing, nothing more. And I don't really see any big thing here because they will still even give you a preview of all they do, how to reply to customers, which means training will still be done. Then they say you have our full support and training before. In fact, I hadn't even seen this place. So they say you have our full support and training before even starting. They say some skills that are needed and appreciated, excellent level of writing in English. Of course, they don't want you talking to customers via social media like Instagram, and they are writing English that is not nice. They are promoting their brand and they don't want people to they don't want to have like someone who would have typos in their writing or stuff like that, or doesn't have a good command of English. A previous experience in customer support, it doesn't even matter if you have. And I just tell them you have like a year, 2 years, something. Knows how to deal with angry customers and can turn a bad experience into a good one. Nice. Organized and attentive, of course. Independent and wants to grow on a team. Good. Our store uses Shopify. That's an e-commerce platform where products can be listed and people can buy. We look forward to hearing you. He even put his name, Vicente Marao. Nice, good. Simple, straight to the point. He's not looking for, if you can do these 5 things and you're in any part of the world, apply. We are not bothered, but let your price range be between 4 and 7. That's all I'm asking. He is willing to give more than 30 hours per week. And the project length is going to be long. He's looking for an expert. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have the experience, you can do it. Now, he said something. He said, you'll be asked to answer the following questions when submitting a proposal. Number 1, describe your previous experience in customer care. Tell us a little bit about what you did and your responsibilities. 2, are you used to dealing with angry customers and can turn their experience into a good one by providing excellent service? So if you answer these 2 questions, submit your proposal, you're good to go. So they say talent type, English fluent, people that have submitted proposal, they are not interviewing anybody yet, even though they posted this in 6 hours ago. They are not interviewing anybody. Immediately I just see this, I know, okay, 50 people have applied. Okay, all well and good. It's quite a lot, but it will now be my own personal decision to say, oh, I want to apply. I don't even need to bother myself. And then you can see other clients the person has, on other jobs he or she has posted that has paid people. See 9,000, 5,000, 12,000, 983, 337. And this client has spent quite a good amount of money on Upwork, because for him to give only one person close to 10,000 within April to August, who is a designer? Okay, all well and good. So at least we know that this person is a paying client. Then we'll go send proposal 16 connects. That's the price for sending this. This person is in the United States, share it down to be precise. And then there are some other stats, and all that. He has a small company between 2 to 9 people, and has been on Upwork since 2020. 2020 till now. Wow. Okay. So let's see. If I was going to apply for this, let's see a live example of what I would do So I already know what I need to do. It says it's between 4 and 7. My own profile, my profile is showing 8. So obviously, I'll change this to say, let me put the max 7, which means I'll be getting 6.3 after Upwork has taken their 10%. You remember those questions you asked? Here you type your cover letter, here you describe your previous experience in customer service, and then how you deal with angry customers. All right. And I talked about this thing in the last class. Yeah, this job only goes for 16 connects, but some people have already bidded 60 connects so that they can be at the very top. Anytime the client comes, they are the number one. So anybody who can beat the 60 connect, maybe to 61, 62, would push him to second place and be the very first person at the top. It's just a medium Upwork uses to get connects from people and make them spend more. You know what? Ideally, I wouldn't apply for this job because I've already seen 50 plus people, but we are talking about how to craft cover letters and how to make clients open up our proposal. So let's see what we can draft out of it. Let's see what we can draft out of it. So let me see. Let me see. I'm just trying to think out loud. Okay, I already know his name is. You mentioned his name somewhere. Vicente. So I can get his first name. I can just say, hello. Yep. Now I'm personalizing it because I already know his first name. If I didn't know his name, I'll just write hi, hello, or hi there. You know. Okay, now I'm trying to think of the first line, the catchy line that would make him open his up. Let me see, guys. I'm thinking right now. Hold on. I'm still with you. Hello, Vicente. Let's see. Now, I've used this word before. Let me use another one. I'm still with you guys. Okay. Hello, Vicente. It says it's looking for, let me look at that top listing. Customer service for e-commerce brand. The very, let me see, the very, I'm looking for the best way to crack this. Let me see. Now, this sounds a bit crazy, but let's see. Hey, hello, Vicente. The very best candidate for your customer service job is up for grabs. It looks a little bit informal, but it doesn't, it kind of creates attention. The very best candidate for your customer service job is up for grabs. I'm trying to look for, okay. for your look for a keyword, e-commerce brand. Let me see. Okay. The very best candidate. What's this? Okay. So I can say at the very best customer support rep for your e-commerce brand is up for grabs. I think I like this. So I can just say, and I can continue from, I just want that first line to be catchy from your job posting. That's why I take my time to write that very first. Sometimes it's crazy, and sometimes it's straight to the point, but I just try to make it interesting. From a job posting, you said that, wow, what's happening? That you need a proficient customer service, customer service, yes, service, not support for your company. Your company, look for that. Yeah, yes, I like to use this word. Why is it showing this? In your job, okay, I think that's fine. In your job posting, so that you need a professional customer management. Looking for that. Here I am. Excellent. Customer centric. That's equals to excellent customer centric and booking specialists. That's a keyword. Please dynamic, that's flexible, responsible, proactive, even without you telling me. I know what to do, but sometimes, but most times I'll need permission from you for it, but at least proactive. Now, what's this? Okay, that's it. Proactive is one word, I believe. Yep. So I'll just leave it at that. I go to the next line. We talked about taking care of customers' emails, managing this, that. So what I'll most likely do is I'll just copy this so that I don't have to be scrolling up all the time. I'll come and paste it here. Okay, take care of all customer orders. Sorry. So here I can just say, handling customer emails, customer orders, handling customer emails, and my customer orders. What's the next thing I talked about? Responding. to customer requests. Send to customer requests. And appropriately answering responses on social media. Even though you mentioned only Instagram, I believe, yeah, Instagram. Your social media, I'll just say on your social media accounts that I love to take on. I can now say I understand how important, deliveries to my clients. I can say it's slash employer, and that is why I try to always be on top of my game. So you see, it's not formal, and it's not informal. It's just in between. As because of a customer, what's this? Yeah. Okay. I understand. Now, since I've gotten a hold of all they're asking for, I can take them out. They say know our brand values. Of course, when you come on board, they said they'll give training. So they would actually talk about the brand and what their objectives and their mission and all that. So they would actually talk about all that. So I said, I understand how delivery is to my clients, and that's why I strive to be okay. Then before saying this, I can then, in between this, or just after that first line, I can say, guess what? I once worked as a customer for I also as a customer support rep for I can just have any name. They don't even really need to know them. Let me say agent for digital consulting and some of my job description. Where let's say I'm adequately responding to emails. I'm following up with customers until they are satisfied. And okay, I once had a customer who I was assigned to. Now, this is you just giving story on top of it. So they just have this understanding that, oh, you are not just saying the general thing every other person. You've actually worked and you're giving us an experience of one instance you had of a particular customer. So they know that, oh, this person most likely has worked with this, has been in companionship with, that's not the right word, has actually talked to customers and been with them and has understood their pain points and all that. So I can say I once had a customer who I was assigned to, and on this very day, she was quite angry. As I could sense in her email. I replied with apologies and asked let me see. I was sent to, and on this very day, she was quite angry. That I could sense in her mail. I replied with apologies and asked what could be done to make her happy, and if it was within company policy, I would make it happen. I'll make it happen. And she, let's see, not and. She responded by saying she wanted to. She responded by saying product she bought didn't fit, and she wanted an exchange within same range. Now, this is a customer order. Remember, this client here has talked about taking care, like managing orders. So we are talking about like managing orders. Now we're talking about like refunds, which some companies do, some companies don't. We're talking about exchanges. We're talking about like shipping, delivery. Those are all managing the orders, for that particular client. Now, I am now emphasizing on this in my cover letter. So I say, I once worked as a customer support for Adidas, and some of my job description were adequately responding to emails and following up with customers until they were satisfied. I once had a customer. Now this is where the story begins. So that the client is not just reading. Immediately you see, I once had a customer.
Press that side. That DVD at the edge left. No, front. No, that one. Yes. Go.
Are you talking to me?
No, he doesn't know his phone is on mute.
Okay. Can you mute yourself, please? Okay. So I said I once had a customer who I was assigned to. Okay, what was assigned? 2 should be there. And on this very, oh man, what's this? And on this very day, she was quite angry, and just as I could sense in her mail, I replied with apologies and asked what could be done to make her happy, and if it was within cost, and if it was within company policy, I would make it happen. She responded by saying the product she bought didn't fit, and she wanted an exchange within the same price range. since it was within company, or I can say since it is part of company policy to do changes within specific price range. This is X. Within a specific price range, I granted her request. Now, this is just storytelling. I don't think there's anybody on the surface of the earth who doesn't like to hear stories. So it is out of the usual, hello, ma, yes, I can do the job, I can do this, I can do that, I can do. Immediately she starts reading from, I once had a customer, she knows it's a story, or he knows it's a story. So they just, and if they see it's more lengthy, they may just want to read through to the end. Since it was, or rather, it is part of customer, it is part of our company policy to do exchanges within a specific price range. I granted her request, and that ultimately pacified her. And that ultimately pacified her and made her happy. Finish. I'm not adding any more to the story. I've gotten my objective, and she was angry, and now she's happy. Finish. I'm not adding more to that. So, and then I now go straight. 100 customer emails, blah, 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 blah. Are tasks I love to take on. Here, I highlighted every single thing that this client said he or she wants. I'm repeating it back to them, telling them I can do it. Remember, while we were going through the presentation, we saw where we wrote, where it was, I'm like written, you can see back the same thing they said to stand as a reassurance that, yes, you can actually take on that part. And then I say, I understand how delivery is important to my clients, and that's why I try to always be on top of my game. Let's proceed. I can then say, I remember somewhere she mentioned something. She mentioned this. Out of every other thing she's saying, she mentioned this. So I want her to know, even though I can do all these things, I'm also speak proficiently, which I know I'll still go to YouTube to watch and still do. And learn how the interface is and all those things, even though they know they will still give you training. But you don't want a situation where in the interview process, they're asking you some questions because you state you know Shopify and then you can't answer. So I still go to YouTube and do this. So I say, she said her store uses Shopify. Of course, even though I don't know Shopify, I know Shopify. I can now say I am quite proficient in the use of. Some people may make this small letter. I beg you, don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. Even she herself, she used capital. Because this is a platform. It will always start with capital. Don't make that mistake to use small. So I'm quite proficient in the use of Shopify, full stop. Then I always put this line in all. I'm like, this next line I'm typing, I put it in all my proposals, every single one. Then I say, I have a good office space on my phone. The internet is top notch, so that you know you don't have internet issues. And I very much begin writing. This is telling them after saying all these things, and I've seen it, Now, I see the hot, I'm ready and I'm ready to start right away. If you want to proceed with me, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not saying I might tell me in 2 weeks' time. No, if you're ready to interview me now, I'm ready. If you're ready to give me the job right now, I'm ready to begin right away. So, like I said, I always write this statement in every single one of them of my exams, and then I say, 1, 2, forward with me as a question. Kindly send me a message and I will respond as chicken. That's it. I got to. Now, this is me typing it off the hook. In 10, 20 minutes. I know if you're starting out, it may be difficult to write this from scratch. But then as time progresses, you see that once you can highlight all the person needs, you can highlight the tool the person is using, and you can just tell them that you are good at what they do. I'm like, what, as in, you have, I'm like, what they're looking for, straight to the point. Hello, Vicente, because I've seen his name here. So I take him by his first name, blah, blah, blah. The very best customer support rep for e-commerce, but it's up for grabs, which means I'm the very one he's looking for. In your job position, you said that you need a proficient customer service rep for your company, but look no further. Yeah, I am. I'm a national customer centric specialist, dynamic, respondent, proactive. Yeah, I once worked. Now this is talking about my experience. I'm not just saying I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this. I've actually worked somewhere, and I'm going to tell you a story of what happened at a particular time. And then I start saying, I once worked as a customer service rep for this person, and some of my job descriptions were adequately responding to emails and following up with customers. Now, even though I may have a large, long list of descriptions, I want to limit it to only what this person wants. So let's say I was part of the accounting team there and I did accountancy for them. I'm not going to write I was part of the accountant team. No. The accountancy is not in line with what this person wants. He or she is looking for customer service. Nothing about accountants here. So I'll just stick to what the person wants. And then I say, I once had a customer who I was assigned to, and on this very day, she was quite angry, as I could sense in her mail. From the tone of the voice in the mail, you can tell if this person is angry or not. And then I replied with apologies, obviously, and I asked what could be done to make her happy. And remember, I said if it was within company policy. So I'm not telling her to just say anything. So I'm telling her right from the scratch, if it's within company policy for me to do this thing for you, I'll do it. As long as it's within the company policy. And then I said I'll make it happen. She responded by saying the product she bought didn't fit, and she wanted an exchange within the same price range. Since it's part of company policy to do exchanges, all well and good. I granted her request, and that pacified her because the exchange was done successfully and it made her happy. That's an angry customer turning to a happy one. And then I say, handing customer emails. Now, this is me reiterating all the things that she said she wants or he said he wants and giving it back to them. So I'm like, with this story I've told you and how I handled it, I'm able to take all these things. I'm able to do all these things. And I understand how delivery is to you. That's why I always be my best at every single time. And then I mentioned the tool she wants. I'm proficient in Shopify. As always, I said I always put this line at the end of all my proposals. I'm telling them that, and I can even add here. I have a good workspace in my home. Free. So they know that if I'm doing their work, I don't have any distraction. So I can say I'm like free from disturbance or free from distraction. So they know I'm really, really committed to making it happen. And I can now say my internet is here and I'm very much available to begin. Right. And this is why you must look at the proposal a number of times before you eventually hit the submit button. You want to move forward with me, kindly send a message. So After all the good things I'm saying, I want a call to action. There must be something they must do. So I'm telling them, send me a message. You've read everything, you like it, you've clicked on it because of the first line, send me a message. That's at the end. And I'm not saying anything new. Now, they said, describe your previous experience in customer service. Tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what you did and your responsibilities. Remember, I had said some of these things up here, some of the things I did. So instead of typing a whole new thing, I may just copy and paste the same thing I did here. They said, are you used to dealing with angry customers and turn their experiences to provide by providing excellent customer service? I had also touched on this one too, because I dealt with an angry customer. So here, I can just come here and say, I can just come here and copy, and this made her happy. Finish. Copy. This is one experience I had. Because you said, describe your previous experience in customer service. Tell us a little bit about what you did and your responsibility. Now, this most likely may also go in here. But then I would rather take this and put it here because I dealt with an angry customer. Because there's the keyword angry here at the beginning, and there's a keyword happy here at the end. So that's how I turned it, providing excellent customer service. Now here, describe your previous experience in customer service. I can just say, tell us a bit about what you did and your responsibilities, about what I did and my responsibilities. I can just say, it's even more or less like the same thing. I previously worked for a retail brand, and my job responsibilities were it may be toned to what they do or not. Handling requests, answering support gets, advising customers on the best products suitable for their brand, and following up them to ensure they are quite satisfied with the product. With the product. So if it's a product, if it's a service, it's a service. Product that you provided. So I've answered that question. I may not really go into detail. This should be okay. This guy doesn't even know what this is, so I'll just say, yeah, that's it. So they said, tell us a little bit about what you did and your responsibilities. I've mentioned my responsibilities: handling requests, answering support tickets, advising customers on suitable product, and following up on them. That's basically what I do. And if I'm done with this, I have already answered this. Remember, I told him an angry one to a happy one. And then if I have any other thing I want to upload, I can upload it. If I'm done with this, let's refresh this and see if this has changed. We had 60 here before, which means nobody has still surpassed this guy. So I'm done typing this, I'm done with this, I'm done with this. All I just need to do is what? Send. So before I proceed, Do you guys understand all that I've done so far? Please talk to me.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right, all right. So if I'm done with this, I just do send for 16 connects and off it goes. Well, I'm not willing to send this now, so I'm not even going to send it at all, at all. So that's for this, and nobody is saying that you're going to learn how to write this straight from the point immediately. No, it will take some bit of practice. You try it 1, 2, 3 times, looking at how I'm writing this and how some other people have written this, and then you can now craft yours into this. Now, I will advise that while as you start writing these like cover letters, as you're submitting them, you can be copying them and putting them in a Word document and saving them. Because there are times you may encounter another customer who wants very basic things like this. So you may just want to, instead of thinking out from your head again, you may just want to, I won't say copy and paste because I don't know how the algorithm for Upwork works. But I'll just say more, more or less the same thing you have in what you've sent before. If it's just the same job description, you can just put it in here. The same thing, then change a few things, you know. Here and there. Change a few words, blah, 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 you know, according to what the person wants, because what the person wants may be more than this. They may have 10 items in the list. So if they have 10 items on the list, you may want to pick the best 8 or the best 9 and then include it in places like this, you know. Yeah. And the customer emails, orders. If you're talking about orders, of course, I mentioned exchanges, return policy, there's a refund, deliveries. All those are things that concerns orders for customers. You are sending, you are returning, you are refunding, you are exchanging, you are doing layaway. Depends within the company policy. So this is just me crafting it, and it took me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes or more to do, or less. Time goes on. If you get frustrated, if it's something that you've done before, of course, you just copy it and paste it, and then do your minimal changes. And off you go. So the first, second, and third and fourth place have been taken by these guys. This job only takes 16 connects, and somebody has put 60 down because he wants to be at the very top. How crazy is that? I think some people have thousands and thousands of connects, so they can actually play around, you know, with their connects. But then they know that this connect we've spent here is little or nothing compared to when they start earning this. And remember, it's going to be more than 6 months. This is per hour. So let's say they take 7 per hour, and they're supposed to work 40 hours a week. 7 times 40, that's already 280. That's for 1 week. If you do times 4 in a month, you know how much that is. And they're going to be working with them for more than 6 months. So people who are submitting the 60 know what they are doing, because they know if they land only this one, only 1 week's work is enough for them to recoup whatever they spent in buying these connects. So some guys are crazy. They take their time and do all these things pending. So this is how it works, and this is how some of these things are done. At this point, any questions so far? Let me know. Any questions from what you've seen? Is there anything you want to highlight? Is there anything that you feel is wrong that you want to talk about, or something you didn't understand?
I have a question, sir.
Yes, talk to me.
All right. So I wanted to ask, so after sending all this proposal and everything, is there any chance whereby any employer would actually refer back to the first your profile and go through maybe your portfolio and then the your qualifications and all of that, would they be relevant after
Yes,
sending all of this?
okay. Yes, it will be. Like when you eventually send this to them, they would open it up. Then when they read all the things and all the answers you give them, your profile will come out. Oh, this person is a customer care person. Oh, this person can do this and this and that and that and that. Okay, I've seen the video of this person. I'm like, in as much as she writes very well, her video introduction shows that she also speaks very well too. Okay, me looking at this person, I think I may want to go with this person. So let's schedule an interview. So sometimes it matters that they may just want to see who is behind this write-up. And that's where your video introduction comes in, because that's the first point of approach. They are just meeting you and there. And of course, as I mentioned in the video introduction, they want to see a happy face, a smiling one, and someone who's proficient in his or her use of English. Sometimes some customers just make informed decision there and there and say, okay, I think my spirit goes with this person. And I want to proceed. I'm like with this person. And that's it. Sometimes they say, oh, let's schedule an interview. I like your write-up. It's excellent. It's good. It's this. It's that. Let's proceed. And then they go on. So your profile, yes. Some of them look at it. Some of them just look at like what you wrote up here, in here, and then they're like, okay. Out of 50 people, I've seen like 10 people who I like because I've gone through their profile, or who I like because I've seen what they wrote. Okay, and I just have to choose 2 persons or 1 person. Okay, to take out more people, let's go through an interview process. Let's see what they do. Let's see who I'll pick. And then they schedule an interview, which definitely will be online. It is at that point you now need to be very confident, and then you make sure that you make it happen. Does that answer your
Okay, sir.
question?
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Any person, anybody, questions, anything that's not clear to you, let me know.
I don't have a question, but that cover letter, can you still help us to highlight and paste it in the
This same one?
No, just the one on the cover letter, not the other, since part of it is extraction.
Okay.
So is a cover letter, yes. Maybe you can still help us to post it.
All right. I'm posting it in the group.
Thank you,
right?
thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Let's see. I'll just put it on the group. Where is this?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, there are no more questions. All right. If that's the case, let me since we have like 10 minutes to go, I'll just take some time and show you like something I did within the last couple of days to show you that like this thing I'm teaching you actually works, because I did this thing myself in the last couple of days and it worked. It's been a long time I sent like proposal, because I don't want to add to the current job I'm doing. But the truth is, I may not be able to meet up, and I don't want to. So I'm just okay with the 2 I'm doing, and I'm good like that. Yeah. So, but in the last couple of days, I actually sent just 1, and after a long time, and I got a response. So I'll show you like what I did. Just hold on. I'm trying to copy this so you see firsthand that it's just about being detailed, really. Sorry, guys. Because my truth is, like some customers can smell a copyright from a mile away. And they just tell you, oh, I think 2 or 3 people have submitted at the same thing. So I don't really want to go with this. All right. So in that case, so I'll just cancel this. You will still see all these in the recording, in the recording video, the recorded video. So you can definitely go through this again. So I'm just going to cancel this, go to the home page. So all that I've typed is all gone. Now this is my home page. Now for the one I did in the last couple of days, I think 2 days ago, that's day before yesterday. Let me show you. So there's this person. Can you still, I see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes,
Okay.
we can
So,
see your screen.
okay. Now, I see my cursor, but there's this person that we just, I think, the last time we communicated was yesterday. Now, this is the whole chat. You can see her name is Ilona Checkman from Index. She's a sales and my specialist. And she sent me, I think this thing is loading. I have to refresh because the name is not showing up. It shouldn't be showing. Okay, so just look at this chart here. Look at this chart between me and this person. If you notice, it's been a long time. This is April, this is June, but I just wanted to try something out a couple of days ago just to see. And then she said, okay, hello, your experience is very interesting to me, blah, blah, blah. A fast-growing UK company has a job for you. We are ready to offer you a commission, blah, blah, blah. And I sent her a message. Said, hello, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wouldn't you see the first line? Wouldn't you love to have a sales specialist? Now, this is not customer care. I know I'm going out of the scope of this class. We should stick to customer care, but I'm just trying to show you like a pattern to which you can track your cover letters that would make this person respond to you. So they said, so I said, wouldn't you love to have a sales specialist who's proficient in blah, 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 blah. I wrote all the things I needed to do. Finish. And remember, I like putting this line. I have a good office space in my home. I'm very available to work right away, blah, blah, blah. And she said, excellent. Send me your mail and your resume in PDF format, please. And I sent it to her. My email is included in the resume. I may get this job. I may not get the job. I may or I may not. But I got a response. And this person was quite excited at it. Now, most of the things I said here, I'm going to post them on YouTube. And if an interview, because you can see this is Tuesday, yesterday, and like September 5. If there's an interview that will come up, I'll go in for that interview. Now, I may not know much about these things, but I know I have my YouTube. If I pass it, I pass it. If I don't pass it, well, at least I got a response. And I can always message this person as time goes on, to see what and what can come up at the end of the day. So this is just to show you that this strategy actually works with people, with clients, at least for the time being, at least for now. This is what actually works. I just had to test it, and then it works. I just said, I'm willing to love to have a sales specialist who is proficient in tech sales support. After sales and being a telemarketer, this is not customer service. With the proven track record of B&B, but I'm quite confident that my skills. This is just showing you the format in which you can use to draft a winning proposal. I've developed my knowledge in this, and I wrote some of my experience. At Beacon, this. Yes, I've worked at this place before. Yeah, I recently worked even though I didn't work as a sales rep. But my job description was close to a sales rep, which is customer rep. But I'm telling this person, because they're looking for a sales rep, I now put sales rep there, even though I did customer service. I consistently did this, that, blah, blah, blah. Some of these things, yes, I actually did. And then at another company, blah, 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 blah. I just wrote, that's it. then she told me to send my name so that we can keep talking from there. I think to schedule an interview or to submit it to maybe their HR or something like that. So this is me showing you that these strategies actually do work. And if you take time in putting in the work and trying to get these things and practicing with some of these cover letters, most likely in the nearest possible future or as soon as possible, or you never can tell, something will come up. I wasn't going to bring up this today, but then I just said, well, what's the big deal there? And let me even show you guys exactly what these things are. So it means even as I say it, I still do it myself, and I still get replies from them. So it means from here now we're taking it straight via email, and then in the email she's going to send me, because since she's asking me for my email, in the email now she's going to probably talk about, okay, I'm like an interview, because I know I'll not be the only one. If I pass, I pass. I get hired. If I don't pass, well, I've opened up a communication dot through which I can contact her. So I can send her messages from time to time. If there's any opening, she should consider me. I've built a relationship already. So that's why I said the first line is then once they can reply you, you have a door through which you can be talking to them from time to time to time, so that if anything comes up, you are the first person on their mind, even though you don't get hired for that particular role. So once that first headline is catchy, they open it up and they say, oh, send me. Okay, maybe out of the 10 people that were there, they chose only 2 people, and you were not among those people. Oh, well and good. You didn't get the job, but you have a window through which you can still reach out to her. That other people will not be able to reach out. And let me tell you this last thing before we call it a close today. And this is me giving you all my strategies and all my. There's this trick I use for clients like this one now. Let's say, for instance, this job I applied for yesterday or the day before yesterday, I didn't get this job. Just say at the end of the day, after doing all the interviews, didn't get the job. No problem. No problem. I'll message this client. So if she sends me the mail that I'm sorry you were not selected because we found other suitable candidates, I'll come up here on Upwork and send her a message and say, I thank you for the opportunity for selecting me, for the opportunity to partake in the interview. I am open and excited. If there are any other positions that you feel are suitable for me in the nearest future, I wouldn't really mind if you consider me for such position. Now, this is an avenue through which I can reach out. So it means that if something comes up in the future, maybe in her company, and she wants to reach out, if I keep following up with her, most likely the first line of thought of the person she's going to reach out to will be me, even before posting it out there. So some of the things I do is, since I know, oh, she's in the United States, because this is the one we just looked at. If it's some of their public holidays, I can just craft a nice message and send to her. Oh, I'm a happy Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm a happy America's Day. Some of those messages to keep me in her mind as time goes on. So if any position comes up, or maybe the person they employed I didn't do it, she may not even really post anything about it. She will just come to me. Are you still available? I'll say yes, I'm off like this. Do you guys get the strategy?
Yes, sir, we do.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So the most important thing is having an open door through which you can always contact this person, because if they don't reply your message, you don't have a window through which you can be talking to them. And if you don't have a window through which you can be talking to them, of course, your email is not there. There's nothing about them, there's no way you can reach out. You don't even know their name. That's the truth. Until they are able to reply your message. And that's why I will always put at the end, kindly send me a message. It's a call to action to say, you've read all these things. Yes, I'm good for the group. At the end of everything, drop me a message. Let's talk further. Let's know how we can do this. If you are willing to proceed with it, all well and good. If you're not willing to, if you are not able to pick me for the position, it's fine. But at least I have a window through which I can go through. And I know I will I'm like say, okay, say for instance, I'm like this person is from Poland now, from Poland or from Croatia. I'll take the time to go on Google and type public holidays in Croatia. Or I can take the time and type celebration days in Croatia. I get all the calendar days. I already know on these days, I will definitely send this person a message. No English, no story. If there are 10 times in a year, in 6 months, in 4 months, that there are holidays or any celebration at all, I know is within the country, or maybe we've gotten close, she tells me about her birthday or something. I will get all those information. On those days, I'll draft a message. This is me constantly. So it means I will not always be telling her job. No. It's like building a relationship. So I've done this strategy for one client before and it worked. He's in New Zealand. Oh, on New Zealand did this. I watched the news and there was a flood in the country, in his country. I composed a message and said, oh, I hope the flood, didn't get to your region. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. He sent me a message. Oh, no. I'm like, he didn't get like that. And after sending him like 2-3 messages, he said, are you available for a position? Out of the blues, I didn't even send him a message. Out of the blues, he just sent me a message. Are you available for a position? Because I'm like the person we had before. And that's how I got that job. I didn't even need to do anything, interview, because we had communicated before. I wasn't chosen, and the position was now open. So the first person he had in mind was me, because I did follow up, with him, even though I didn't get the job the first time. So that's that for today's class. I hope we learned something. Hello, I hope we learned something today, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, we learned. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So all right. So those are some of the strategies that are working today right now. So time goes on, you can put them to use and hopefully landing your first, second, third, fourth job as soon as possible. So if there are any questions asked, if there are no questions, let's just call it. Any questions?
I have a question.
All right. I'm listening.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the right time to ask. Maybe I should have been a bit patient, but let me just ask so that I get the answer once and for all. Okay, so I want to be sure if now we're supposed to apply for a job. I want to be sure if the training itself was supposed to go and learn the course, the customer service representative or the tech support. We're supposed to buy course and learn it ourselves before applying. If we start applying now that we don't even know what to do. So I want to know if this class is going to involve us learning that too, if we're going to learn that too, or we're supposed to go and learn that on our own. That's my question.
Okay, for customer centric related courses, I think I dropped some links in the group earlier on. You don't really have to be how do I put like the word now? You don't really have to be as in have all that big certifications or anything. I think it's just about being confident. But I always say that for jobs that you see, you can actually go on YouTube, if there are some words that you cannot, I think, if there are some maybe tools or softwares that are specific to this particular company, you can definitely go to YouTube or any other platforms that where like you can search in the use of these things. You learn it. You don't really have to have used it practically, but then you just need to be confident when, if there's an interview process that involves some of these tools, then if you are able to confidently talk about it, if they ask questions, you answer their questions, even though you've not used the tool, but you've watched YouTube videos of people who have used it, then it gives you that edge over someone who hasn't done his research. And then you tend to, or you would most likely be selected and because of your confidence, even though you've not used it. But then at the end of the day, it all boils down to you've not used this tool, but you're watching on YouTube. How confident are you if you are asked the question in an interview? So yes, the certifications are good. It is good that you also go, like as I posted like those groups, those links in the group about like customer, how to handle customers and like troubleshooting if you have an angry customer, if there's a dispute, how you resolve it, how it's a whole lot of things. And some people just want to know that for anybody who I'm hiring, who is going to interact with my customer, I want this person to know that, to know the very basic thing that, okay, if I'm handling an angry customer, I don't even need to talk when the person is talking. All I just need to do is listen, and let the person rant. And when he or she is done, I can now tender apologies on behalf of the company and ask how we can serve them better in a very nice tone. So it's not really about, yes, you can do certifications, it's good and all that, but if you're able to get the basics of, okay, how do you, because and the truth is, I'm like customers, there'll be times they'll be angry, they'll be crazy, they will come bringing the roof down, some will be happy. Of course, for any customer who wants to reach out to you, it's either they're giving a compliment or they're making a complaint. So there'll be times when that will happen, but it's just good to know how to manage them in any circumstance. I hope that's answering the question.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other questions, guys?
No, sir.
All right, man. I'm listening.
I said no, sir.
Okay, no. Okay, I thought I heard yes. Okay. All right, that brings us to the end of today's class. I hope it's been an interesting one. And just try to put some of these things.
So, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. My question is, after everything, is there the mode of payment and every other thing?
Okay,
Hope you are
yes.
still going to learn it.
Okay, I think I'll touch about that in the next class, the mode of payment.
Okay.
Yes, I think that will be part of the things I'm going to talk about in this class, because the truth is, after you work, and of course, you definitely have the way you want to take out your money. After working for clients. So I'll touch that in the next class. Please, remind me, please.
All right, sir, no problem. But that will be on Friday then.
Yes, that will be next tomorrow, yes.
Okay, all right, sir. No problem, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. All right, that brings us to the end of today's class. Just take your time in practicing how to write top-notch letters and proposals. As you get to do it from time to time, you see that it gets easier because you've been practicing with it. And then for anyone you do, you can store them on the Word document. If there are any jobs that comes and it's related to that, you can put it in there, then make some few changes and align it with what the client wants. Or if it's a new one, you draft it from your head. You'll make mistakes, yes. Mistakes are okay. But then you just want to make sure that you just follow the rules, of having something catchy so they can open and always, reach out to them at any time. All right. Have a nice night, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.